morning, Meadowbrook. Welcome to today's Meadowbrook Minute. Reporting to you from our film and broadcast media studio, I'm Sienna.
And I'm Grace. We have a lot to share with you, so let's get started. For anyone who enters our school, the first people to greet them are our amazing front desk duo of Mrs. McNamara and Miss Ulrichsen. Let's learn a little more about them in this feature made by Drew and Gabriel.
You may think our front desk team of Miss McNamara and Miss Ulrichsen are just ordinary coworkers, but they are actually a lot more than that. They are sisters. But how exactly did the two sisters end up working together?
Well, this is my 15th school year with Meadowbrook, so a little over 15 years. We've known each other a lot longer, though.
That we have. We grew up in Dedham.
Primarily Dedham. Yeah, we moved from High Park to Dedham when I was in first grade and you were in sixth, right?
I was in sixth grade, yes. Guess that makes me older.
Yeah, much. We always got along relatively well, I think.
The dinner time we were always playing games. It was usually me and Billy against her and John.
Yeah, there were 4 kids in our family, so we always had, someone to play with.
Games,
to do
spelling
together.
bees at the dinner table,
Yeah,
that
we had
kind
a lot
of thing.
laughs growing up.
But how exactly did the two sisters end up working together?
So I started actually at the front desk doing what Miss Ulrichsen does now. And our former head of schools, Mr. Hines, when his assistant retired, he asked me if I would come down to be his assistant. And as soon as I accepted, I called my sister and said, I know of a job that's opening up. Do you want to come work here? And here she is.
Yeah, at the time I was working part-time, but I was thinking about going back to work full-time. And so when she called, it was kind of a godsend. Came out, met with Mr. Hines, and the rest is history, as they say.
The sisters love their jobs and love working with each other and reap the benefits of it as well.
I get to see my sister every day,
Yes.
I don't think if we both worked at Meadowbrook, we'd see each other as much as we do. Even outside of work, I think it's so easy to get wrapped up in your everyday life that we make plans for outside of work too, so I think that we see each other a lot more than we would if we weren't working together.
And the support factor is great. We're together.
Right.
I mean, so we're always there for each other.
Reporting for the Meadowbrook Minute, I'm Drew.
Wow, I did not know that Mrs. McNamara and Miss Ulrichsen were sisters. We are so lucky to have them in our community.
For sure. Thank you, Mrs. McNamara and Miss Ulrichsen, for all that you do. A reminder that Tuesday, November 26th is Grand Friends Day at Meadowbrook. Grandparents and special friends can come over to Meadowbrook for a special Thanksgiving assembly and then visit your classrooms. A registration link is available in the Meadowbrook messages. We will also have a live broadcast, Meadowbrook Minute, that morning at the assembly.
If you like milk, then you are in luck. Meadowbrook has added a new milk machine in the cafeteria. Let's take a look at it in this segment made by Oliver and Eiffel.
We have milk deliveries once a week now, delivered by hood. Put it right in the fridge, and then it goes right out into the dispenser.
We open the latch, get the door open, release the tray. I like to take a fork, and it stops the flow of the milk for when we lift the lever up.
We have whole milk and 2% milk, 2% being the low-fat alternative. Waste-wise, we save 4 to 5 gallons a day of wasted milk. And that's not even including what we waste in plastics with the old system that we had. Like right off the bat, we're saving a lot of plastic waste.
Show off your mustache. Show off your mustache to the camera.
The little bottles of milk that we had were really expensive. And what I'm seeing now is students don't always want a whole glass of milk or a whole bottle of milk. They most likely will go up and get half a glass of milk. And that really drastically decreases the amount of wasted milk itself. So you have the plastics, you have the actual wasted milk, and you have the cost. So it's really a win-win-win situation with the dispensed milk.
Who wants milk? We do!
Here's to you, Meadowbrook.
The new milk is pretty cool. I love getting a nice cold glass of milk at the end of lunch.
Me too, especially on chocolate chip cookie day. Now let's head over to cross-country captain Peter live in the studio for this week's sports report.
Thanks, Grace. Our cross-country team recently competed at the Park Invitational. How did we do? Let's take a look at this highlight reel made by my teammate Arya to find out.
Do this!
In 10th place from Meadowbrook, Alex. In 7th place from Meadowbrook, Chase. 6th place from Meadowbrook, Grant. In 3rd place from Meadowbrook, Miles. 2nd place from Meadowbrook, Ava. 1st place from Meadowbrook, Ella. The overall team winner for the boys' side is Meadowbrook.
Joining me now are all of this year's Meadowbrook cross-country captains, Grant, Ava, Miles, and myself, to talk about our special season. Miles, congrats on your 3rd place finish at Park. How does it feel for the boys to have won the Park Invitational?
I mean, it feels great. We worked really hard. Our whole team did. We had 4 8th graders finish in the top 10, and then we had 6th grader Arjun. He really won us the race. And also, just to shout out Chase, he ran with an injured ankle, and we wouldn't have won the race without him.
Thanks. Ava, congrats on your 2nd place finish at Park. What's your favorite memory from cross country at Meadowbrook?
I think my favorite memory was when Ella, my sister, and I went 1-2 at Park, and the team was just so excited for us, and it was just such an incredible moment because my sister's such a talented runner, and I'm so proud of her.
Grant, what is your favorite part of running on Meadowbrook's cross-country team?
I really enjoy the practices where we get to go on long runs because it's just a great way to get energy out and socialize with friends, and it's always really fun.
Great. I really enjoy building a supportive community and getting to know the younger students on the team and watching them grow throughout the season. Thank you, and congrats to all of our teammates on an amazing season. A special shout out to coaches Mr. M and Miss Hoff for an amazing season here at Meadowbrook. Now back to Sienna and Grace at the news desk.
Thanks, Peter. Looks like the cross-country team had a really fun and fast season. Congrats to all our fall athletes in cross-country, soccer, and volleyball. And thank you, coaches, for all you did to help us have fun and successful seasons. Go Meadowbrook!
Last Tuesday, in the lower school, students voted for their favorite literary dog in the Leader of the Pack election. And on Wednesday, Miss Meta announced the results at lunch.
I am ready to announce that the Leader of the Pack 2024 is
Congrats to Clifford the Big Red Dog on being elected leader of the pack, besting both Rocket and Antoinette.
Now let's go to Meadowbrook's most fun segments, the TikTok of the week.
What song is Meadowbrook listening to? Excuse me, sir. What are you listening to?
I like to move it.
Thank you. Excuse me, sir. What are you listening to?
I like to move it, move it.
I like to move it. Thank you. What are you listening to?
I like to move it.
Excuse me, what song are you listening to?
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it.
Excuse me, what song are you listening to?
I like to move it. I like to move it.
Excuse me, Moose, what song are you listening to?
So that's why everyone is listening to I Like to Move It. I am so excited to see the 7th graders in Madagascar Junior next Thursday, November 21st. They will perform for students and faculty at 9:30 in the morning and for parents, friends, and family in the evening at 7 p.m.
Well, that's a wrap on today's show. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back live at the Thanksgiving Assembly on Tuesday, November 26th. Reporting for the Meadowbrook Minute, I'm Sienna.
And I'm Grace. See you next time, Meadowbrook!